Hey, good morning, kids. Mark Miller here. Welcome to the show. I'm here in my new live studio in Costa Rica, and feeling pretty good about that. Fred feels pretty good about it as well. So let's jump right into it. Let's write some code today. What do we got? Well, let's see. We have. And just as I start, I hear my dogs in the background. All right, let's pick up where we left off on Thursday. We're working on the D&D Maps spike, and we had essentially we were serializing it, storing it out there. If I run this right now, I think it opens up a small map, and then I had saved another map, but I don't have a way to load from a particular file. I think I'm okay not adding that yet. But I had another map that was much bigger that I put all the textures in, saved and load. It was not bad, although we did notice there was a bug. Now I'm recalling where we were. So here's this. There's a bug in the load. In the load, when I went to double click on a room, so right now if I double click on a room, it will select the room like that. And that's cool behavior. I like that. Similarly, if I double click on a corridor, it will select the corridor as well. So cool, and zoom in on that. Both of those are kind of cool. But I notice when I load a file in, after I load it and I try to double click on it, it's not zooming in. So there's something we're not quite restoring. So we should fix that. If I hit Control O, that's my shortcut for bringing this in. For loading this up. And is it loading? Oh, I haven't saved anything out yet. I've got nothing. Yeah, it's the first save file isn't out there. The reason why is because, can I copy that to the clipboard? The reason why, I believe, is because I don't have that file out there, and I renamed it to Big Map is what I ended up doing here. Let's just change this to Big Map instead of first save, and see if we can run from there. No, it ended up just dying right there. Okay. Load. Get map file name. And here's where we just simply take the folder and combine it with this one right here. So we can change this to Big Map. Like that. Okay, and comment out this other line. Run that. See if we can start some music up here. There we go. All right, so here we are at this point. Let's hit Control O. I think it's actually the same map, just with textures in it. So loading process is taking a while. You get some sort of progress indicator on the load, I think. Solve some performance issues there. Take a look at this breakpoint. Tiles from map, okay. So yeah, there's something like 3,000 tiles in that, but it's going through and putting textures on for each one of those. There we go. All right, so this is what I had saved out. Now, a couple of things I noticed. One is we've got the 3D depth is being put erroneously on these empty spaces. We don't want that. We want those to remain dark and and not look like we can actually step on them. The other piece is that thing I was telling you about before. If I double click here now, I'm pretty sure it's not going to do anything. Yeah, I can still do this, but I can no longer double click. So let's I don't know, set some breakpoints and figure this out. So I'm headed to Vegas today. I'm going to take a mini vacation this week. Taking the rest of the week off. What'd you say, honey?
I said it's a max vacation,
not a mini vacation. It's a max vacation.
Who wants a mini vacation?
No one wants a mini vacation. You're right, honey. And we're going to do that. Take care of some business in Vegas and then get returned back to Costa Rica. So so let's see what's going on. This may also have something to do with the let's see, draw image over tile, add floor tile, add floor file. What is this? Should this be tile? Should totally be floor tile. All right, hold on. I'm going to kill this a second. I'm going to do a little bit of refactoring in here and at least rename this. Add floor tile like that. Now here, try flooring. Hey, look who's here! Got to get out of the way of this guy. He's always flying low. Jump! Jetsam says hot mic. Jetsam, thanks so much. How's that? Yeah, I just moved all my equipment over. Check it. That looks good. That level looks good. This level looks okay. We okay now or no? Better? Let me try reducing the gain over here. Try that. I had a little bit of panic this morning. My mixer wouldn't get power, and this is the second mixer of the same brand I got. Had problems with the first power supply, didn't work. This one all of a sudden gave out on me, and it's a broken wire, and I inside the connector cord. And I was like, when I started figuring out what the problem was, like 5 minutes before I'm supposed to start, I'm like, oh great. So I've got a bottle tipped on its side underneath it, and a paper towel curled up on top of it to get the wire just in the right position, so it gets power that it needs. Let me know how that sound is, and if I can do anything to make that better, Jets. I'm definitely working to try to make this high quality show here today. Okay, for each tile selection, this is where we say if we're not a floor, we can make it into a floor. So this is some code we added before. Add floor tile. Let's look at the other place we're calling this. Add tiles from map. Get texture. If base texture is not null, we do this. Add floor overlay. Image light tile. This is the 3D depth piece right here. And I think the mistake goes like this. I think it's like if tile dot is floor, then add floor overlay. And should we add a selector no matter what? I think maybe we will add a selector so we can select. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, let's try running that right there. That might have fixed one of them. Yeah, I got a new place. Still a little clipping. Let me drop it down. The levels are looking okay to me over here. And unfortunately, I'm not quite at the level of the show yet where I can, pay to have a sound guy on all the time to monitor my levels and make this all beautiful. We'll get there. All right, so I have no idea how exactly, but we'll get there. All right, so we're here. Let's hit Control O.
Where are you? We need your help.
Thank God Genescu 7's here, kids. And Yoda. Just in time. Yeah, so Genesco 7, how you doing? Maps. Good to have you with us. Looks like we got our sound. Looks like it's taking a really long time to load. I hit Control O on that. Where are we? Are we done? Okay, there we go. We're done. All right. So there it is. If I and now that we did fix that problem for the side area, so that we did fix that bug. If I double click though, still nothing going on here. Now let's set a breakpoint in here. I've got like a, what do I have? Like a click, double click. What do I have in here? Handle double click tile select. So I want to set a breakpoint here, I think. Look at the data. We were looking at this yesterday. So double click here in this room. Okay. Get selection type. Let's see what's going on here. Flood select. Selection exists. I think, oh wow, we're going to go through all of these. All right, and let's see where we're going to stop. So we got about 3,200 tiles in here. So there's a tile selected. Okay, cool. And get selection type. Just checking to see what the key shortcuts are down, and we're just going to say we're going to replace it. We're going to say flood select, and we've got this base space right here. That's the tile that I think was clicked on. It's a floor. It's got a parent, and the parent has got a bunch of tiles. Okay, the tiles are all, so this may be our problem. Notice tiles right here are 0. The tile GUIDs are 142. So I think we were looking at this problem last time as well. And so why aren't those being filled out is the question. And here's the call to tiles where we're going in to get them. The question is, where do we fix this? It's got the call to add tile here. Reconstitute should have fixed this. It should have fixed this for this room. So this is reconstitute for the, where were we? We were at map region, I think. Map region, reconstitute. Yeah, this is the piece I don't get. I want to set a breakpoint here and just follow this in. Let's go ahead and we'll hit Control L to load it in again. And see if we can get to that breakpoint and see what's going on. All right, here we go. As I recall, so we got 61 tile GUIDs. We're going in to call add tile. Bringing it back, setting it there. Add tile. Tiles count as 0. Tiles count as now 1. So we've got a map region, a room here that has tiles in it. Where else would we be clearing that? It's not set anywhere else other than here. So I guess the logical piece here is that whatever room we're adding this to is not the same as the room that's the parent of the item. Is kind of my current theory I'm running with right here. If we set a breakpoint here at the end of this process, and we hover over tiles, and we got 61 tiles. Let's look at the data here a second. How you doing, Kobe Alpha? Glad to have you with us. Welcome. This is my first and last show of the week, this week. Next week we'll be back with the regularly scheduled stuff. Are you a ninja?
I'm a ninja.
Okay. Yeah, so the reconstitute here is working as expected. The problem is our tiles, we're losing our tiles somewhere. Or we're switching objects around, something along these lines here. So this room is here. Reconstitute the rooms. These are all the rooms we're loading up. It's got a GUID associated with it. How did we add the rooms? I want to know that. What happened there? What happened in build map arrays too? There we allocate our tile map. We position it based on the tiles. And the reconstitute is the problem here. Hold on a second. When we call add tile, we say, we're in the map region, we say, okay, I think I got it right here. Hold on. Hey, Karen, can you hear me? Karen? Karen? Your laptop is making a lot of noise. Can you turn the volume down on that? Your laptop? Somebody's talking to you, I think, on Facebook or something?
It's not mine.
Oh, whatever it is. Welcome. Jetson's asking, how's the new place, Sex Positive?
Oy, oy, oy. It's actually awesome. But
She's coming in. She's going to make an appearance on the show here. Here she comes. She comes right here.
Oh, wait.
You need to get just a little bit higher, honey.
How do I...
Didn't you used to climb up before? There you go. She's in. She's real.
The house is actually kind of awesome. It's like it's totally different from anything we've ever had. It's actually kind of cozy. It's like this. It's like Stregonona's house.
Jetson says hi there. Hi there.
Hi guys. But the studio is very cool. So right now, the way that it's set up, we're not completely like up and running, but like Miller's big control center is here, and then wow, I look really insignificant from your vantage point here.
No, you don't. You're
Really?
You're huge in a very overweight
Are you
way.
calling me fat?
No,
like,
no.
On air?
No, you're just giant. You're a giant presence in the room.
Really?
That's all I'm saying. You're beautiful.
Really? So Mark Miller is up literally on a throne, and I realize I need to elevate my station here, my friend.
Yeah, Jetson says, watch it. Ray's not here to save you. True. He's not. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm up on a throne, essentially. I'm lifted up because it's my walking desk. So the desk level's got to be the same height when I'm sitting down as when I'm walking, because I'm tall. That's kind of what happens. But it's kind of fun to be up here. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, all right. I love you.
I'm just packing for our trip. It's doing all the work.
Jenny Scoot says fanfare needed. I'm going to play your fanfare. Is that okay? So
Better.
All right, here comes your fanfare.
Anyone says chicken or turkey, I'm going to put it down.
Yeah, she's going to get you. Don't call her chicken or turkey. Oh, no, look at it. It's not a chicken or turkey. Ah, it's sex positive. It's literally in the house. Literally in the house, kids. Okay, my theory is this. I don't know if this is right or not, but my theory is this. Is that this tile, when I call add tile from map region, I should come in and also do this. Tile.parent equals this. I know it may feel like overkill because I think I've set this somewhere before, but I don't know. I'm gonna venture that is my guess that might fix this. All right, let's run it and see if we get better luck. Now we made that change after we kind of already hit the breakpoint, so it might be that one or two rooms are not don't have this code in, but I'm going to try it on some of the other ones down below. That's what I'm going to do. Roy Becker's here. You say, yes, dear, you're absolutely right. Universally to get out of trouble. She asked the question, you calling me fat? I'm like, no way. Jetsam, Jetsam, let's keep this show, at a professional level, please. Thank you. Speak his name and Rory appears. Sort of like Beetlejuice. It's true. It's a little bit like Beetlejuice. Perhaps not so universal. That's right, Rory. That's right. Where's Fred? Why don't we have Fred here with us? Fred, where are you? You still with us, Fred? Fred's with us. Excellent. Well, you jumping in here in about, 40 minutes? We got a hard cutoff in about an hour and 40 minutes, Rory, because I got to rush to the airport. Okay, let's see if that did anything. If I double click, let's just run it and see if that by hunch. Nothing. All right, let's go jump into flood select. Let's set the breakpoint there because we know the data is bad there. Double click. And yep, tiles is 0. Let's try another room. Double click. Tiles is 0. Oh, come on. We're setting the parent even. How is it? It's got to be reset afterwards. But I don't understand how it's reset because we looked at tiles everywhere. It's an auto-implemented property. We basically did a tab to next reference all the way through this thing. And it's initialized. The only way for this to make sense is if a new map region was being created. Where's our constructor for this guy? Doesn't make sense. Create corridor from space. Create room from space. What's happening here? We calling these afterwards? Get all rooms and corridors? Ooh, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Update if needed. I don't know. Yep, 40 minutes, says Roy. Roy's going to be here in 40. Okay. Create room from space. How are we adding these rooms? I think we are. There's another thing we can do too. I guess we can do just kind of brute force kind of fix. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let's go back to the reconstitute. I've been in this situation before where you're like, okay, what I'm seeing doesn't make sense. I could fix it with a kind of Band-Aid approach where I write some code to repair the data damage, but I really am trying to figure out and understand why the damage is occurring in the first place so that I can fix it. Because we're definitely getting to a point where it looks correct and then it doesn't look correct anymore. And I suspect we're looking at two different pieces of data. That's what I suspect is happening. This is where we were, reconstitute here. We are already calling it. We're using the add tile to get those flyweights. And our get flyweight call is working now. Should be so that it recycles previously created instances. We're adding them here. So if we create a room once, with a GUID, we're gonna add it here. And if we come in and ask for the same GUID again, we're gonna say, hey, do we have it? And if we do, we're gonna return it based on as that type. Doesn't make sense, doesn't make sense. All right. Yeah, let's step through the code and watch it a little bit more. I'm going to hit Control O again. Okay, we're at this breakpoint right here. Let's clear that breakpoint. Let's step out of it. And let's get to the end of here. Now at this point we have rooms, 23. The rooms have got tiles, and that's what we're looking for. The tiles and the tile GUID counts matching. Now let's also look though, in the map we've got this property called tiles in here. Do I have any tiles? There it is right there. Tiles. Here we ought to be able to find a tile that's got a that's true is floor true. We just jump around in here. Is floor, looking for a floor. Is floor. Come on. Come on. I think the top ones are all along this empty space, so I got to go a little further down. Is floor. There we go. True. Parent is a map region, and now the parent tiles at 0. Oh yeah, so we've got the problem. The problem is the tile, the parent. I don't get this. So this is our GUID right here. Let's try this so it's its own object right in here and try to figure this out. Close this down. Yeah, 3,000 elements. Okay, so rooms of not of 0. It's like 400 and something. Oh, rooms of 0. That's not what I meant to grab. I wanted something like this. Tiles. Oof, I don't know. It was like 435, I think. And is floors true? Parent was a map region. And yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for right there. Grabbing parent and dropping it down. There we go. Okay. So the map region, and then we open that up and we see there's the data problem right there. So the thing I'm thinking about is going in and making the call to get flyweight, which is in where? Where's the get flyweight call? I forget where we put that. Get flyweight. We put that inside of our. Is it in the map? Okay, cool. So it's right in here. Okay, so let's try to add that call and see kind of what happens when we call get flyweight. And we want it of type, I think it's tile. No, sorry, map region. We want to pass in that GUID. Is this how I pass it out? Is it going to work for me? I don't think this is going to work for me. Yeah, what is it? Something like new GUID? GUID.from something? I don't know how to specify GUID in here. GUID dot new GUID or parse. Yeah, not that. I don't think it's new GUID. It doesn't look like it has any parameters to it right here. So I think it's going to be parse. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to put what I have on the clipboard and like that. And now I got a map region. So I just pasted in this GUID right here to do another get flyweight call on it. Yep, it's got the same empty tiles. Okay, let's go into this dot rooms. And I got 23 of them. Let's try a first or default of GUID equals GUID.parse, I guess is what I got to do. Is that going to work? Huh, got something back. So this feels totally wrong to me. Here I've got, let me shut off Fred for a second so you can see it. You cool with that, Fred? No. Okay. Well, you'll be back in just a second. Let me shut you off so you can see this. So take a look at this. Here is the parent of tile number 435. Has this GUID, right? It's a map region object instance. And over here, inside my rooms array, I've got another map region instance. But it's got to be a second map region. It's not the same one. Which is blowing my mind, which means our get flyweight call isn't reusing, it's kind of recreating. That's what it seems like it's happening. Oh, interesting. Codebase Alpha says new GUID. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, cool. I like that too. Yeah, we have essentially two different objects claiming to be the same object based on the GUID here. And that's blowing my mind. Confirm if problem is in data or memory. Check file for multiple items with the same GUID. All right. I don't think it's in the data. I think it's in memory, but good suggestion. Let's give it a shot here. Let's open with Notepad++. Let's do a search for the GUID. Nope. How about that? There's one. Well, that's the parent GUID, though. Cool. So we're going to actually find several with that. We're looking for, I think, this and a colon after it. And there should be only one. No? Oh, no space. Sorry, hold on. Okay, only one. That's it. Yeah, so the data is good. Right? There's the room right there. And there's all its tiles. It's good. Notice width and height for all of these are wrong, so I'm not sure if that's important to save or not. So yeah, the problem is in memory, which implies the problem is in our implementation of get flyweight, which, let's go look at that. Whoops. Get flyweight. Are we clearing these at some point? No, they're only used here. Copperbeardy rating. Thanks for the raid, Copperbeardy. Glad to have you with us. We'll bring back Fred here. Fred says, yeah. Glad to be back. I absolutely do not understand this. The code looks correct. The code looks really good. The only exception that I can maybe imagine is maybe this. Yeah, I feel like it's something small and it's not here. Fanfare not working. Buddy, we last saw, so yeah, okay. So that's good new data out there. I'll manually invoke.
Copperbeardy is in the house.
Yeah, so fanfare is not working. Doesn't make sense. And what we saw before is we simply lost all of the... we lost every single event was no longer being called in here. I can set breakpoints here. What if I can trigger any other breakpoints out here? Mark code rush issue. Maybe. Let's see if that happens. Let's hit the mark code rush issue button and see if we can get anything along those lines happening there. Code rush issue start. Any breakpoint? No breakpoint. Yeah, it's like our entire connection with Twitch has just been disconnected. And I was throwing this out on the Live Coders Discord server, this question, and Jeff Fritz was saying, well, maybe it has something to do with your tokens expiring or something like that. And I was like, what? And I looked at it, and it didn't seem to sync up with what the problems that we're seeing. But definitely, we're not getting these events anymore. The events are not being called. Where were we? Not there. I wanted to be here. On message received. Yeah, so I've got an on message received. We're not receiving those anymore. On user joined, on chat command received. I feel like I need another event here, is what I feel like I need. I'm totally switching tracks here. Just see if I can figure out what's going on with this. Let's restart everything in a second and see if we can drill into this problem. I would love to solve that. All right, let's reset every killer instance of Chrome. Okay, overlays only. What other events do we have? Do we have a Twitch client on we're shutting you down and we're disconnecting and not sending you any other messages? Is there an event like that? Because, you know, an incorrect login on log. Let's throw an on log in here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. On log, come on. On log. And what's inside of E here? A message, I bet, a string, data, bot username, datetime, and data, which I bet is a string, right? Cool. Okay. We've got, what's this? String and datetime. Okay, hold on. Let's log entry. And we've got two strings. One's called data. I think the other one is the bot name, I think, something like that. And then the other one is the date time, the time. So AD8 is going to be an auto-implemented date time property. And I'm going to call it time, like that. There's my log entry. Let's go move that out into its own file. Like that. Let's copy that clipboard, come back over here. Let's create a new list of those log entries. Like that. And we're going to call this the log, I guess. Like that. I just want to collect all these log messages so that if something happens, I can go look at the log. Maybe there's something in the log going on here. And then I want to, I just want to store these in memory. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say log.add new log entry like this. Let's set some properties in it. And we're going to say bot name is equal to e.bot username. Okay. We don't need this down here anymore. And we're going to say data is equal to e.data. And then we're going to say time is equal to e.datetime. And we're going to rename bot name to bot username. Not sure what's going on here. Have you moved on from the flyweight issue? Nope, I have not, Codebase Alpha. Hey, Frackberg, how you doing, buddy? We don't have things running yet. We'll see you in a sec, though, okay? Give me a second to start all this up. I'm just taking care of some data here. I'm trying to get all this thing going in here to understand why we're disconnecting. So I've added a bunch of events. Let's run it. Starting up. Let's go to our D&D app. Start it up. Groversaurus is saying, hey, Oscar, Groversaurus. Confirm problems in data memory. Yeah, we're working on the fanfare issue right now. Why are we trying to answer the question, why is Twitch disconnecting from us? Why are we getting disconnected from Twitch? We don't like it, and we want to find out why. Let me come in here, and we're going to refresh my overlays. So we're going to lose music for a second as I refresh the drone game. There's the die roller refreshed, and where's my back panel? There it is right there, drag and back overlay. Properties, refresh that. I think I manually played Copperbeardy. We might hear Copperbeardy a second time. And where is that drone game? There's the drone game right there. And refreshing the drone game. Boom, music has stopped. We'll start that back up in a sec. Let's see if we can do that now. Cool. Music is back. Surly Dove says, no fanfare. You short flying visit for a few minutes and there's no fanfare. There might be now, Surly Dev. Give it a shot. I'm going to try and refresh. Wait, did we lose our... Looks like we... All right, looks like we're back. There we go. Wow, I'm not sure why we shut down. That was also really weird. And and all of that we lost control. Again, we lost control in that shutdown. Whatever happened, we just lost control of it. Oh, hold on. Check this out. Overlays didn't start. What's my build error? Okay. There we go. That makes me happier. Now let's run it. Okay. We're getting there. Corvosaurus, you're so working so hard to get your fanfare. Let's do it. Let's get that fanfare going here. All right, so we're started up now. All right, one more time, I'm going to do a refresh of this. Let's actually see if I control the music now when it comes up. Do I? Looks like I do not. No. Frackfurt, I showed up, everything goes to hell. Sounds about right. It looks like I don't have... There we go. There's my music, my volume down, but I don't hear it going away. Music off. No control. We're going to have to refresh the overlays. Let's do that. Here we go. One. Oh, super interesting. I'm like here, clicking refresh cache, and it is not refreshing the cache. Music's still playing. Let me try turning it off, hiding it. Bringing it back up. Yeah, we've had some, this is like kind of like a nasty crash, right? The stream just stopped. Stopped, I tell you. No way to stop the music or control the music at this point. We are on a runaway train. Do I have any ability to refresh the other pages? None of the pages are refreshing. None of them. When I click this button, it's like OBS had a nasty crash. Kids, I hate to leave you, but I'm going to shut down OBS, restart, and come back because I want to kind of get to the bottom of this. So bear with me, kids. Apologies. I hate doing this to you. Chat amongst yourselves in the chat room. I'll be back in about a minute. Here we go.